Mark here, Life and Fitness Files. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with content. Today, going to share a tip and something I noticed during my fat loss, weight loss journey, going from 194 pounds to 169 pounds in about 13 weeks. Make sure that you are getting in resistance training. You have to make sure that the muscle you have, you maintain. And in the process, you might be able to put on a little bit of muscle, but make sure, if nothing else, that you maintain that muscle. That is going to help with your metabolism. It's going to help with that fat loss. But if you lose all of that muscle as you lose the fat, you are going to then have a hard time putting that muscle back on. There's a lot of those drugs out there, GLP-1s. One of the biggest things that you can do if you're using those or if you're not using those is make sure you're resistance training. It's going to make your body healthier and you can maintain that muscle. You can do resistance training however works for you. I know that different people have different schedules, different amounts of time, but even in a couple days a week, you can maintain the vast majority of your muscle. Doing some of those large compound movements. You can do some upper body shoulder presses, pull-ups, push-ups. You want to make sure that you're working, bench press, chest. You want to work your back. Could be lat pull downs, it could be pull-ups, it could be rows. For your legs, you can mix that up. Like I said, you might be doing some squats, you could do deadlifts, but even lunges, some Bulgarian split squats, some Romanian deadlifts, and make sure that you get a variety of exercises so that you can maintain that muscle and you're doing those compound movements so you can work multiple muscles and you don't have to spend a huge amount of time. Now, if you have a little bit more time, you could split that up and do, a couple days of lower body and an upper body, or a couple days of lower body and a couple days of upper body. So you have to find what works for you, and you also have to find what works for your energy level. If you're eating less calories, you might not have as much energy. It also depends on how aggressive your calorie deficit is to see how much energy you have and how hard you want to push it. If you're doing a pretty aggressive calorie deficit, you might not be able to really put on a lot of muscle. But if you're doing a slight calorie deficit and you're looking at kind of a longer term goal, you might be able to put on some muscle. There are studies and research out there showing that you can simultaneously lose fat and gain muscle in a certain window of time and do some kind of recomp for your body where you're doing a little bit of both in the same time period. So if you are on a fat loss, weight loss journey, highly recommend you have to do resistance training. Maintain the muscle, maybe gain a little bit of muscle that you have. It's going to help with your metabolism, and it's going to make that fitness journey a lot easier. Share your journey, share your experiences below. What questions do you have? What have you found? What challenges are you having? Leave those in the comments below. I'm going to be sharing some other tips and findings from my fat loss, weight loss journey with you to help you on your fitness journey. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with content. Here's to life and fitness. Peace out.